Your name and what you do.
My name is Garus Gololo, National Coordinator with Alakatul Breeder Association of Nigeria, Benin State Chapter.
Okay. What can you tell us about the whole thing around the Fulani herdsmen and the killings that we've been hearing over the months? What has been your experience?
You see, when the thing started from 2013,
Okay.
till date, the present governor inherited this things before he became in power.
Okay.
It is when Dr. Samuel Otto come in power after, so during the SUS1, we have a relief in which we call the Fulanis and call the farmers. We have dialogue and we have several meetings, which there's some other place where cattle cannot even go there. Now cattle used to go there. But you see this crisis between farmers and
How did you all start?
Yeah, how he started was the first one after he became in power, after swearing in.
Okay.
He asked me, Dr. Samuel Oton, the executive governor of Benue State,
Okay.
call on dialogue with the two parties. Say two wrong cannot make a right.
Okay.
So we have a meeting, twice we have a meeting, three, and then the other ones, he now inaugurated a local government council again. They have their own committee, which inaugurated by His Excellency. They went around the whole 23 local government and put with the Fulanis and Tiv or Idoma, who is even living in the area, so that when they have any problem between the farmers and the herdsmen, they can settle it without even going to the police. Because we understand two or three things. Between farmers and the herdsmen, it is not only happen in Benue State. If you listen to newspaper, it happens in mostly of the Nigeria. And the problem, unless the federal government sort this thing out, how do they sort it? Most of the route of those cattle where they are falling has been blocked out by the farmers. A place where was made for their grazing has been cultivated by the farmers. So the Fulanis now remain nowhere to go with their cattle. By the time they are going, if they follow a route today, tomorrow before they come back, a farmer will block their route. So you see, formerly there's a cattle route from Maiduguri down to Rivers State, from Mali even down to River State.
Oh, okay. You mean there's a designated route for grazing?
Yes. We just have a meeting last week with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, and we went for sanitization for the whole state.
Okay.
And that sanitization is joined with the cattle breeders, and then also the Ministry of Agriculture, which was presented by the director, how they can remove the root out and make a grazing reserve to the Fulani, so that we can have a lasting solution between the farmers and the herdsmen. And the reason when they do it, even those Fulani who doesn't have a cattle, they will give them a plate where they will plate their grass, and they will remove those grass and sell it to the owner of the cows who have the cows, so that they will have something doing instead of remaining idle. Because you understand, some of the things, some of the youth, they take rules into their hand because simply they don't have any employment. We are pleading with the federal government also to have some employment for the youth.
Okay. Yeah, I want to ask, because we were somewhere around the bush, one village yesterday, and everybody has left the village because they are scared of herdsmen coming in. In fact, we saw houses that have been attacked. What can you say about this?
Which village is it? Which local?
Is in Buruku.
That's
across the river.
We spoke with the advisor even this morning, with the DPO also. They called when something happened. The first one that this thing happened, when they attacked a cattle and 5 people have been killed. We went with His Excellency. I was among of the entourage, which we went with the governor, and we saw quite sure they killed the farmers. 5 of them is confirmed. We met it.
But do these people that are killing, do you know them? Who are they?
You see, when they started this type of killing, it has happened in Buruku. It was caused by the herdsmen. We went and we meet even with the herdsmen. But then it happened in Ukum market again.
And did they give you the reason why they had to kill?
Yeah, we asked them.
Okay.
We asked them, say why. They said they attacked them with their cattle. And those youth came back more than 4 times. They reported the matter before DPO. And then what we said was that they took the law into their so easier. Because
okay, the youths in the community.
Yes, because we tell the Fulanis too, because there's a cattle kill, 56 cattle was killed on the 5th of last month. in the Adoka. 58 cattle was killed, and governor said we want to see the cattle and 65 missing. His Excellency paid the owner, he paid the Fulani 10 million. It is my president they paid. But later some youth are making some comment that governor paid that 10 million for a Fulani men to buy more guns again to attack them. You see, some contradictory issue now. As I'm talking to you now, there's a paper yesterday, I'm going for interview now, that they say Fulani have marketed, that is Meti Allah, 35 million to House of Assembly not to make anti-grazing reserve, which is not true. No Fulani man have 35 million to give anybody. So you see there's some contradictory issue, and then there's some babble and speculation, which is very bad. I am urging the youth not to people of business not to take something that you have not seen. Make sure you are sure of something before reporting, or make sure you are sure of something before you say it to the public.
Yeah. So I want to ask again, because some of the villagers told me that some of these herdsmen are not actually those who attack them, but they make way for those who come in, like some mercenaries who have this sophisticated weapon. Do you know anything about?
Yeah, the point, we always have this thing. We personally in Benue State here, and the highest Fulani we have, they came from Nasarawa, and our family are living in Nasarawa, most of them. It is during rain season, they go back to Nasarawa State because there is nowhere they can graze here. Farms has been cultivated the whole area. So if they remain here, problem will occur. So most of them, they go back to Nasarawa, and then during dry season again, they come back. So we don't have any machinery coming from anywhere. It's the Fulani they are living with here in Benue, and the indigens, and they are living with them.
I'm sure you've heard that some people come with guns into the village to kill, and they still tag those people Fulani herdsmen. What can you say about that?
See,
do you know that? Do you have an idea who those people are?
Those people who are coming to attack
with
them.
Guns?
Yeah.
They say they will come on bike. Some of them.
Those who come attack them, even they remove one of the Fulani. They are Ghana boys, that criminal who was there looking for Ghana. Yes, because even they remove one Fulani boy a day before yesterday in Kazina Allah. They met him on his way going there on bike. They hit him and they removed his hand. The hand was pulled out. And he was before Kazina. I think they will transfer the case today or tomorrow. It was to State CID.
So when we hear that Fulani herdsmen have killed so people in a village, how do you think do you think such report is correct?
No.
Or
you see, like now in that area,
so you're saying Fulani herdsmen are not responsible for the killings?
No, they are not. Even the one that they are killing in Okung, in farm, what Fulani has to do with in market, in the yam farm. And then even I saw one report in the Nation that the Fulani attack central prison yard, farm center, which is not true. Fulani are not even there. They just come out, that criminal. Then Ghana, they know they should please assist the federal, the state government to get that person off so that we can have a rest. He recruited youth, and those youth are operating, killing the Fulanis, killing even the tips farmers. So they will go to the house and attack and kill, and they even kill cows, man. So most of this problem must be ironed out.
You think all of these attacks and killings have not been by Fulani herdsmen?
There's one of the Fulanis. If I tell you, say no, I'm telling you, that Buruku on will confirm it. It is a Fulani. And even anywhere it is, me, I don't hide this. It's a very clear. If you want to, we have to say the reality. That attack made on Buruku is by the Fulanis. But the attack made on Ukum, Jatoka, prison center, Kadina, so those one Ghana is too responsible for that.
How many communities do you know that the Fulani herdsmen have,
so far
made such attacks?
The attack they made was in that Buruku where we went, and then His Excellency asked we should tell them to withdraw, which they did. They withdraw from there, in that area, and even I asked the DPO, they withdraw. I asked the special that is a security officer who is a advisor on security matter in the local government. He said they have gone. He even told me last one, he said there's a cattle they caught, that is the community 18, that I should call the owner to come, which the owner came because they are good Samaritan on that community. They hold them, they did not kill them, they only call, and we went and claim the cattle. And there's another also, they carried the boy, came to here in police. I asked them to go back with that boy and settle with the community, hence the Fulanis are there, so that they can do one final settlement. Because me, I believe in dialogue. When we say we have a problem and we settle between me and you, that matter is off. The one we settle in the court or before police, that hurt may still, problem will still continue.
But most of the villagers that spoke with us, their fear now is they don't know if to continue with farming, because at the time they are expecting to harvest their farm produce. Fulani herdsmen will come with the cattle and then start graze over the farmland. What would you advise? What are suggestions?
My
what do you think
is
can
that,
be done?
What we are doing, we have a centralization of the Fulani. How can a Fulani will come and penetrate of their farms? Because they live on the farm and the Fulani live by their cows. So all those ones, we direct the DPO to arrest them, and we even give them a directive that if they see a Fulani man to go, should not arrest, they should shoot him aside because he's a criminal. He is not right to be so unlawful of firearms.
You've given that.
Yes, we give them directive. If they see them with a gun, they should please clear him off so that people would have a rest. Okay. Because we personally, we know it is not right for him to be in position of firearms. So it is not. There's no one. Even the one they are giving license is double barrel or single barrel, and that one you will have a license. Hence, if you don't have a license, it's unlawful of firearms.
Yeah. So you mean all these men that come with ammunitions to attack villages are not really the Fulani herdsmen?
They are not.
That people
and
take them to be.
Yes, and our rule is you shouldn't go grazing with arms. You go with a stick and machete. That machete would be used in case if the cow want to die, you can slaughter it up.
Okay.
And the stick you will use to control them if they want to penetrate.
So any herdsman seen with gun, any herdsman seen with any harm more than the stick and the machete,
we give directive. If they see them with arms, they shouldn't arrest them. They should just shoot him, because we don't give them that directive to go with arms to anywhere.